Welcome
Oh gosh.
another edition of the Gym Rat Pack Does Entertainment with myself, Larry Olubamiwo, and my partner in crime,
Mr. L Rock.
Yeah. So we're glad to have you guys back with us again for a next edition.
But before we go any further,
Yeah.
we're nearly at 70 subscribers.
Yes.
Nearly.
Yes.
Big things for us, you know.
Big.
Humble.
Yes, for us it is.
Humble brothers.
Yeah.
Couple views them. Even if two people are watching, I'm here. We're on this.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're very grateful.
Yeah.
For all the people that are supporting us so far,
Please.
subscribing, watching, commenting. It's fantastic. We couldn't have expected a better response, to be honest with you.
Old friends, new friends.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
I mean, how long ago did we start the channel?
About 2 weeks.
There you go. So yeah, man. Like, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Do you know what I mean? And please continue to support us. Please continue to watch us, share us, like us. Turn on your notifications because we're pumping out videos, as you can see, regularly. And you don't want to miss the content. So make sure you turn on your notifications. Make sure your phone is synced up to your YouTube, because sometimes the phone is not synced up to YouTube and notifications don't work.
I don't know. I'm not very techie. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get into it.
Please like, share, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I already said that. Right?
Yeah, so you stopped me.
Okay.
Just...
I'm so weak.
Well, you got amnesia,
I'm
blood.
so weak.
This guy. So story of the moment right now is Mr. Tysonfury.
Yes.
Deontay Wilder.
So it's a bit slow on the entertainment front today, but one of the stories that one of the topics we are going to cover today is, as Leon pointed out, the upcoming fight in the weekend between Tysonfury, the WBC heavyweight champion, and Deontawilder. This is their third fight, so it's a trilogy.
So for those that don't know, who won the first one?
So the first one was called a draw, even though most people thought that Tysonfury won it.
I thought he did.
I thought he won it. Yeah. Obviously, Deontay dropped him twice, and that's probably why they ended up giving it a draw.
Yeah.
But Tyson didn't even prepare properly. I mean, people saw the pictures of Tyson, like 26 stone, like literally months before that fight.
Sack of potatoes.
Exactly. He used the training camp to basically lose weight. That he couldn't have focused on fight tactics for that. And it showed. That's why he got dropped twice. Even though he still won that fight.
Not conditioned.
But that's how much of a superior fighter I believe he is to Wilder. Because then when the second fight came around, you saw that he was properly prepared.
Yeah.
And he beat the shit out of Wilder. I'm sorry to use language like that, but it's facts.
God.
He beat the crap out of him. Like, let's just put it like that.
Yeah.
He beat him from pillar to post, and his trainer had to step in and stop the fight. And consequently, Wilder fired him. Even though he saved Wilder's ass, because Wilder was bleeding from his ear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's never a good sign.
Blood, ear, eye, mouth. All right, mouth, yeah, because you take some licks in your mouth. But from the ear.
From the ear.
That's internal.
Bro.
That's internal becoming external.
Bro.
Throw in the towel,
Dread. You know, there's life after boxing. Yeah. There is life after boxing.
There's also like Parkinson's and brain damage.
There you go. So it all depends on how you want to live your life after boxing. You know what I mean? Or if you want a life after boxing, because there's deaths in the ring as well. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But so the second fight, obviously Tysonfury won the WBC title. And like I said, beat Deontay Wilder pillar to post. Deontay Wilder fired his trainer for stopping the fight. Get this, he hired a new trainer.
Yeah.
The new trainer is a guy called Malik Scott, who fought and got beat by Deontay Wilder.
Okay.
And that's who's training him. Yeah, exactly.
So it don't make
so
sense.
you're gonna prepare for literally the fight of your life with a guy
with the skills of someone that you
broke it up.
Yeah.
Basically. Like I
don't make sense.
Anyway, you know, instead of spending the money and going to an established coach like a Freddie Roach or do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Someone seasoned.
Right. You want to go with Malik Scott, but anyway, that's your business. And to be honest, it wouldn't make a difference in my mind. Tysonfury is the superior fighter.
Yeah.
It's not going to make any difference. So, my question to you, Leon, is before I give my analysis, what do you think of the two previous fights, if you've watched them?
Yeah, I watched them.
And what do you think of this fight going forward?
Okay. What I think, first of all, is Deontay can bang.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not ever get that.
Yeah.
And if he catches Fury right, Fury will hit the deck like he's done before. I'm saying it can happen.
But he'll get up.
That's
the difference.
However, Deontay's not a boxer for me. Like, he's not seasoned in the art of boxing.
No.
Yeah? Fury is.
Yes.
And not only is that, he's a slugger. So he can stand up toe to toe. He's a fighter. He comes from...
I would say he's a technician, but he can slug it out.
But that's what I'm saying.
But he wouldn't slug it out with Wilder.
He wouldn't. But I'm saying he's got that in the armory. If it need be. Whereas Deontay has only got one, and that's coming, and it's almost like a street brawl. And that is not going to make it, especially if Tyson's doing his homework and you know, he's in shape and he's doing his thing. So,
well, I know. Remember, I told you I can't mention who it is, but I have
the inside.
Yeah, I have a mutual friend because me and Tyson know each other. Obviously, we both turned pro together.
Right.
We have a mutual friend who's helping him in his camp.
Okay.
And by all accounts, training's going fantastic.
Oh, really?
And you saw the back and forth between him and Wilder. Where he was very succinct about, I won't repeat the words that he used. But yeah, he from seeing that, I think this fight is not going to last long at all.
Oh, you don't think so?
I don't think so. Well, how do you see this fight going?
I just see Fury coming out and just banging him up, really.
So you see him knocking him out?
I see him knocking him out.
Do you see him knocking him out early or late?
Fours.
So you think early then?
It's quite early. So I think he'll spend a few rounds. Because Tyson's just got that play up, and just choose his moment and take him off.
Yeah, I think very similar to you. I don't think this fight's going to last very long.
Yeah.
I think, as you pointed out, Wilder is not a technician. He's got one game and one game only. Which is try and knock him out.
And sometimes it works.
Well, listen, up until the Tyson-Fury fight, it did work.
Well, it's been working.
In 30-something fights.
Yeah, it's been working.
Do you know what I mean? There's been fights where he was losing, like the Luis Ortiz fight, the Cuban, and he knocked him out.
Yeah.
He managed to get the shot in the end.
Yeah.
But he can't rely on that in this fight.
No. Because
he did that in the first fight, and look what happened.
Yeah.
Remember when Tyson-Fury got up like the Undertaker?
Yeah.
There's so many memes about that on the internet now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, he can't rely on his punch on this one.
Yeah.
He can't rely on it. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
But he can't rely on it. Like, not like the other fights,
Yeah.
right? And that's the only game plan he has.
Yeah.
Now, people can say, oh, well, he's been training with Malik Scott, and Malik Scott's added this and that and that and this and blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. I'll tell you now, as a boxer, when you're learning new things and you get in the ring and you're under fire, you always revert to type.
To your default.
Right. You go back to what you know.
Base, what you were told when you was
Exactly.
early days.
Exactly.
Survival.
Right.
Yeah.
So, again, and Fury, listen, Fury is too smart. He's got too much ring IQ for him. it showed in the second fight. I mean, like I said, the first fight he wasn't properly prepared for.
Right.
And he still whooped his ass. This is why I question who is advising Deontay. But then when I think about it, he's so pig-headed that he probably wanted to fight himself.
Yeah.
And because personally, if I got beat like he did in the first fight, knowing that he didn't prepare properly, and then got whooped in the second fight, the way he got whooped, I would not be looking for a third fight.
You wouldn't take this fight?
I would not. If I was Deontay, I would not be taking this fight.
Okay.
Because I'd be real with you. He better hope he gets knocked out quickly.
Okay.
Because if this goes long, he's going to end up being hurt. He's going to
take some punishment.
He's going to end up being very hurt to the point where I feel it can impact his life.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
Okay.
I'm not even. If you have a look at that, when you get a chance, have a look at that second fight again.
Yeah.
Towards the end of that fight, I was feeling for him. And I'm not really a fan of Deontay. I don't really like him, to be honest with you.
No.
And I was feeling for him because he was getting battered.
Yeah.
He was getting battered.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It battered. And do you know how I see this going? Do you remember when we watched Tyson versus Holyfield?
Yeah.
And then when we watched the second fight, it was literally like a continuation of the first from the get-go.
Yeah.
That's exactly how this fight's going to start off.
Okay.
It's going to be... Tysonfury has his number. Yeah. He has his number. Yeah. We saw it, you know, especially in the second fight.
It's played out.
Yeah. He has his number. There's nothing Deontay... Even if Tysonfury comes in complacent, he will still win. He'll make it difficult for himself, of course.
Yeah.
But he will still win. That's how much Tysonfury has his number and has gotten into his mind. Yeah. So much so that Deontay's even not accepting that it was a technical knockout victory. He was like, no, it was a stoppage. It was a stoppage. No, your own trainer got in there and stopped the fight.
Yeah.
It's a technical knockout. Yeah. But if you're going through delusions like that, then you're not putting yourself up to the task that's at hand because you're giving yourself excuses as to what happened last time.
Yeah.
And you're not really saying to yourself...
You're having it,
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's not doing like a Joshua, which would take it on...
Right.
And be honest.
Right.
I got outboxed. I got punched up.
And you have to give it to Joshua in that sense.
Always.
You know what I mean? He's real with himself. Yeah. He's like, I got...
He has a word with himself.
Right.
And he's not like, oh, well, you know, my foot was hurting or whatever.
Right. Well, yeah, exactly. Like a David Hay like to do. Like, oh, my big toe. Remember that one?
David. My big toe, you know.
Big toe.
My big toe.
Do you remember that when he fought Klitschko? So I can't be it. So you said 4. You don't see it going past 4. I'm inclined to agree with you.
Okay.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
Okay.
I mean, I would be very surprised if this goes past 6 rounds. I'll be very surprised.
Yeah.
Very surprised. Do you know what I mean?
Man's going to be holding on for dear life. But if it goes past, he's holding on.
He's holding on for dear life. He's holding on for dear life. Listen.
And you don't want them that kind of repetitive punishment. I mean, if I go in there and the first 3 rounds I know I'm not going to win this, I'm hitting the deck. Because you're not going to punch me up in my head for the next 5 rounds knowing that I'm getting outclassed.
Yeah, but we already know this guy is not going to do that.
No.
That's why he fired his coach. You see what I'm saying? He wants to go out on his shield, which is commendable. Yeah. But listen, you have kids.
Yeah.
You see, you can't think like that.
And they want to talk to you.
They need their dad. You know, do you know what I mean? Let's get it. I know we have a little joke and laugh and whatnot, but it's a serious business.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he has kids. His kids need a dad. You've got kids. I've got kids. Yeah. You imagine and for him to have that mindset, and I understand that mindset because at certain points in my career I had that mindset. Yeah. I used to go in the ring. I said I'm ready to die tonight. And I think back now, and I'm like, what kind of a frigging idiot was I to think that?
But that's what it takes to be a boxer. I'm not getting in the ring and ready to die for that. Like, that's why I weren't a boxer.
Bro, I'm a civilian now, and like I say, I think back to that, and I think, what the hell was I thinking?
But you got to have a killer
instinct. I had to have that mindset at that time. I'm just glad I didn't have kids at that time. You know what I mean? So, I think that...
It's like going to war. You're preparing to die.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, you got to face facts that it can happen.
It can happen.
One punch, wrong place, bleed on the brain.
Yeah.
You know,
that's it.
I think we do take boxing for granted that everyone's all right. But nobody sees the long term. You know, the people that are not on the pay-per-view every week. But there's people out there that never really made any money.
Right.
And they're effed. Yeah. Basically. Yeah. They're effed.
Yeah. And that's why I'm very grateful that I've come away from the sport with my... Sorry about that. With my faculties intact. You know what I mean?
You can talk.
I can talk. I can articulate myself well. And my face has not been damaged at all. But I'm looking forward to this fight. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'll tell you one thing that missed me, right? When Joshua, just before he lost to Usyk, they were calling him the unified champion. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the WBC belt one of the titles to be considered a unified champion? Yeah. So how is he unified? So, because I swear Tysonfury must take offense to that.
I don't know.
How is he the unified champion? You've got the WBA, you've got WBO, you've got the IBF. Yeah. There's still the WBC, which a lot of people consider, myself included, to be the prestige one out of a lot of them.
Is that the best? Yeah, that's what you say.
I consider it. Yeah. You know, why is he the unified champion? I'm not having a go. I'm just asking a genuine question.
Does anybody know? Does anybody know?
But going forward, should Tyson do what we expect him to do and win this fight? What do you think is next for him?
The only thing that could possibly be next is if Joshua wins his rematch, then it becomes a big thing. But after Joshua, that's a big if.
Oh, speaking of which, I heard yesterday, so I just remembered now. The winner of this fight between Wilder and Fury has been ordered to fight Dylan White. Finally, he gets his shot.
Big up to Dylan.
Well, providing he beats Otto Wallin.
Right.
And that's not going to be an easy fight for him either. No. Otto Wallin can fight.
But he can.
You know what I mean? I
think Dylan wants it.
Yeah, but he wanted it and then Povetkin knocked him out. So...
There is that.
You know what I mean? So, listen, it's a sport. It's boxing. Anything can happen. And we've just got to wait and see. So, I would like to see him and Dylan, because I think Fury beats Dylan.
Yeah.
I think Fury beats Dylan. To be honest, the only person I see given a challenge, not even beating Fury, but a challenge to Fury, is Usyk. Purely because of the boxing skills.
Yeah. Is that where Fury goes next?
Well, he has to fight. If he beats Wilder, he has to fight Dylan.
Yeah.
And then after Dylan, then that has to be the fight.
That's it.
That has to be the fight.
That's it. If Joshua wins, then there's probably another rematch. There'll probably be a clause.
Possibly.
Because it's free.
Yeah, you got a point.
If Joshua wins,
got a point.
He'd have to face...
Well, we don't know what the clause is, because this clause is from the first contract. So you wouldn't then sign another contract. Well, you could do.
You could do.
I don't know.
You could do.
I don't know.
And not only that, it's business.
Yeah.
If you've got a man won.
Yeah.
There's only one way to settle that, and that's with the final.
Yeah, with the final
showdown.
Yeah.
So, but I would like to see,
personally,
Fury and Usyk.
That's who I'd like to see.
I'd love to see that fight.
That's what I want to see. I think if Fury wins that, but I don't think it'll be an easy fight.
No,
I don't think it'll be an easy fight. But I think Fury wins it.
Yeah.
I think even if you say they're equal skill wise, which I'm still debating on.
Yeah.
But I mean they're very highly skilled, both of them.
Yeah.
Even if you say they're both equal skill wise, you know the saying, a good big un usually beats a good little un.
Yeah.
All day long.
But that's what's going to happen, isn't it? Because Fury will do exactly what Joshua didn't do.
Right.
Couple solid weighted punches.
Lay on a man.
Like just drag his energy out of him.
Mate, that takes a lot. When you're trying to push a guy that's 5 stone heavier than you off of you, after a few rounds, your arms start feeling it. You know what I mean?
Yo, when I was a kid and I used to see them doing that, I was like, oh, they're so lazy.
Until you tried it.
I went into the ring and not even proper sparring. I'm talking just
pad work.
Just moving for 3 minutes straight.
Yeah.
After 2 rounds, your mind says fight, but your body says, nah, it's not gonna happen. So I'm in there moving around, just getting clapped in my face. Like nobody appreciates the cardio and the work. The work that goes into,
That's why they say when you're unfit, the ring is the loneliest place on earth.
Bro.
It's the lonely and I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. Like
been in the ring unfit.
Like even sparring. Like you go, you're just coming back from a layoff, you're going there, you got to spar, especially as an amateur.
Yeah.
And you just pop. And no one's stopping it. You got finished. It's the loneliest place because you're just getting beat up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're not fit,
does that bell feel like it's taking time to ring?
3 minutes then feels like 3 hours. That
like when we was doing the cardio session.
Yeah.
3 minutes of burpees and this and that. And you're like, where's the sound?
Yeah.
Because you just think to yourself, it's only 3 minutes,
But 3 minutes is a long time when you're not.
3 minutes is a
even
long
when you
time.
are fit.
Yeah.
It's a long friggin' time.
Yeah.
People don't, like you said, people don't realize until they get in the ring themselves.
Yeah.
And they have to hold up their hands for free. Obviously I used to train people.
Yeah.
And
even hitting pads.
For 3 minutes. You after the first round, they're dying. I'm like, what's wrong with you? I never realised that 3 minutes was so long. I said, yeah, exactly. So have some respect for some of these guys in there when you're calling them bums and this, that, and the other.
Yeah, for
you
real.
Know what I mean?
To even step in the ring.
Bro.
To even step in the ring.
It takes bollocks.
To even step in the ring. Have I got that? No.
It takes bollocks, man. I respect every man. Listen, I call out Jake Paul and all them man there.
Yeah.
And to a certain degree, yes, I everything I say about them is valid. They're criticisms, but they still got balls to step in there.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like as we said earlier, one punch can end it all.
Yeah.
One punch can end it all.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's a reality, man. So.
Yeah. Because I just jumped in there. So you're hitting some pads, giving it all you got. 60 seconds. Dead. It's only then I realised why man just start off slow and just get into the groove. Because you can actually punch yourself out in 1 round.
Listen.
If you're not careful.
Do you remember the Rumble in the Jungle? What did George Foreman do? What did Muhammad Ali make him do? Punch himself out.
Yeah.
To the point where
picked him off.
To the point where the punch where he knocked him out with, I'm not saying it was a nothing punch, but if he was fresh, he would have got up from that easy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But he was so tired.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
man.
Full sense of security.
Yeah, bro.
Let him just keep going.
Yeah, man.
But then the greatest fighter of all time, what happened to him? Took too many licks.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You think about one of the greatest fighters ever, and his state, and it takes one punch to do that.
Well, his was accumulation.
Because he didn't like to block, did he?
He liked to dodge.
He liked to dodge.
No, he did like to block, but he did also like to dodge the fights. And you can only do that for a certain period of time. Once your speed goes, it's done. We saw that with Roy Jones. He was the man. He was the master at that.
Slipping.
Right. But he never had the basics.
Yeah.
So as soon as his speed left him, it was like, oh shit, I've never boxed with the basics now. Now I'm getting knocked out by people who
don't deserve to knock you out.
Right. Do you know what I mean?
Deserve to knock
so you're going for a fourth round
victory.
I would say for Tysonfury.
Yeah.
I'm going for fourth round as well, but it wouldn't surprise me if it goes up to 6.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll go past 6.
Yeah.
So please let us know what you think. Do you think Fury will beat Wilder for the 3rd time? Or do you think that Wilder will finally get his revenge on Fury? Tell us how you think it's going to happen. And let us know when in the fight you think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The round predictions. Round prediction. Or you think it will go the distance? You might do.
Yeah.
You might do.
It
might. I doubt it, but it might first round.
Yeah. Good do. Leave us some comments down below and let us know what you think.
Just before, does anyone ever feel guilty if there's a big, say for example, you got this guy and you could knock him out in the first round.
Right.
Do you go to round 2 and 3?
No,
or is it too risky? Or do you just bang him up and everyone goes home?
My feet, I forgot what boxers said it, but they said you don't get paid for overtime in boxing. And that was, me, I was always my philosophy as a fighter.
You don't get paid.
I don't get paid overtime. Whether it goes 1 round, 12 rounds, I get the same money. Right. So if I can get you out of there quicker, I'm getting you out of there.
Yeah.
And furthermore, it lessens the risk on me. Because the further it goes, the more I get hit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So
no one ever...
Well, no, some people do.
Some people string it out and entertain.
Some people do.
Okay.
Like Muhammad Ali done that on a few fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So some people do.
Yeah.
I don't. I never did as a fighter.
Yeah.
Just wasn't interested to me. I wanted to get my victory, get my money, and go home.
Yeah.
Done.
With your faculties.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, but what do you think about that as well?
Yeah.
Fighters stringing. Do you think it's mean to do that? Or do you think that it's more merciful to just knock a man out?
I'm coming from a fan's point of view. Like, I just think, big fight. I get there, I'm in there 2 minutes. Fury whacks him up and then everyone's going home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My big night's over.
Yeah.
In 3 minutes. but I think, if I can get this over with, I'd get it over with. I'm not going to...
And that was always Tyson's philosophy as well.
Okay.
Get rid of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, let us know in the comments down below what you think about this fight and where each of them go from this fight. Win, lose or draw.
Yeah, so the Dillian Whyte, how you think it might play out? Does Joshua beat so-and-so, face Fury, What's the best case scenario? Just let us know.
Let us know.
All right.